The land down under has never been easier to reach. United Airlines has more flights between the U.S. and Australia than any other U.S. airline, so you can fly nonstop to destinations like Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane. Explore dazzling cities, savor the very best of Aussie cuisine, and get up close and personal with the wildlife. Who doesn't want to hold a koala? Go to united.com/Australia to book your adventure.
From the Gator Framework Studio in Music City, it's the Dining at Disney podcast.
The thing about good food, it brings folks together, all walks of life.
You'll discover all the best restaurants and food as you hungrily explore the Disney parks.
Let's do this thing!
The Dining at Disney podcast.
Welcome to the Dining at Disney podcast. I am Kristen, Disney park enthusiast, foodie, travel expert, and wondering why people think fish lips makes for good pictures.
I'm producer Aljon. I am a lifelong Disney, Marvel, Star Wars fan and podcaster, having fun here at the controls. And let's see what this button will do next.
And I'm Kat, experiential producer, film historian. By the time you hear this show, Bridgerton season 3 will have come out and changed all of our lives. So future me, you can get through this. Welcome to the show.
I
If you haven't already,
Two.
what?
I still haven't seen one or two.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed. I'm completely, I'm incapable of forming coherent sentences. If you haven't already, and I mean, subscribed to us, not watched Bridgerton, but if you haven't already, subscribed, or clicked our notification bell, please do that. Last week we talked about some news. This week we're going to talk about some new restaurants that just opened at downtown Disney, which I'm very excited to try.
Oh, man. I cannot wait. Once the kids are ready to rock and roll and travel. Cannot wait to go to Disneyland.
Okay, so speaking of rock and roll.
Oh, Lord.
Uh-oh.
So our son loves the Trolls World Tour, and it's all about the rock and roll part of it, right?
Oh, I'm very familiar.
So he the other day was like, look, mommy, daddy, look, rock and roll.
He could do the hand sign,
So he could
the horns. He did that.
Stop it.
That he could get his fingers to do that because, I mean, at 3, you're still learning
Dexterity, for sure.
of how to move like one finger at a time and all of that. And so he was very, very excited that he could do that with his hand.
Oh, sonny boy.
And it was
Rock and roll, baby.
Exactly what he said. And, yay. Awesome. Good training, right? I mean, daddy and mommy are rockers.
Oh,
Heck yeah.
it was hilarious. It was one of those things that was just, if you've had kids or are around little kids, you get it, of why that's so entertaining.
It is entertaining. Also entertaining seeing them take their little $15 ukuleles and just rock out with it. Our little girl, so Kristen had stepped out for an afternoon doing some event. So it was daddy daycare. And
This mommy's Mother's Day brunch thing.
Yeah, it must be. So they're like, Daddy, can I pull out my guitar? And of course, they're just like the cheapo ukuleles, right? Daddy makes real guitars and is happy to have his kids strum it every now and again. But these are the bangers, right? So brings out the bangers, and it's like, okay, Addie, it's it's your turn to showcase and do a little sing along. So she sits on the couch, and we're watching as audience. Our little boy and me, we're sitting there. And she says, my name is, and I'm here to play my song. 1, 2, 3, here it goes. And then she goes, jing, 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 all downstrokes, you know. She goes,
Of course.
she goes, blah, 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 blah. And she's just making up lyrics. And I do this and I do that. Da, 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 da. And she's just doing her thing. And she goes, something, something all day long. The end.
Yes.
You. And I was like, that's really good. Anna. That's really good. And then our son is like, my turn, my turn, my turn. And then he starts to goes, my name is blah blah blah, and this is my song. And then he starts doing a little thing, and of course, it's just the cutest little talent show. And it's like, now we clap, it's clap. He's done. Go clap your hands. So that's what they're doing. They're doing little talent shows. You have to witness this for yourself. It's hilarious.
I need to go check on some furry friends of ours because I hear two thuds.
Oh gosh.
So,
Two thuds. Well, if they need a snack, feel free. How are you, Kat?
Oh, I'm great. I don't know how it's going to go because this is broadcasting again after Bridgerton, but also after we see Justin Timberlake 2 times in a row.
Oh yeah.
So could be.
Well, that's awesome.
Very excited for that. But yeah.
Well, good. Yeah. By the time people hear this, I would have played my my rock and roll tribute show for the Thousands Rock, as we play songs by Evanescence and Papa Roach and all the Creed and all those bands from the early 2000s, even Hailstorm, are playing some songs.
Yes.
I'm guesting on 6 songs, and it's pretty cool. I mean, I can only I can say this in the future that I've done this showcase several times, and proceeds of the show, I didn't talk about it the last show, but the proceeds of the show go to help underprivileged children and families of that have survivors of abuse and things. So it's really,
I love that.
Yeah, so it's really cool, and foster families. So it's really cool that we're doing it. And of course, it is a cause that hits home for us, being foster families. So it's pretty cool, So I'm hoping that it was a big success, as I'm sure it will. We're playing at Top Golf here. They have an awesome Cowan in Nashville, and it's an amazing room, and a lot of great bands have played there. Stone Temple Pilots have played there before, and different things. So I'm hoping that it's going to be a big turnout. So looking forward to that. It's probably my last show for a long while. I know that I'm going to be drafted to do like the company band, which I do every year, and we have our Garage Fest, and Slash and his new blues band is playing, and I know we have some upcoming artists performing, which will be really nice. So yeah, we've got a lot of great things happening here in the month of June coming up, and I know that I'm probably going to be guesting in a band situation with some guest artists. Like last year I was jamming with Nico from the Black Crows and Grace Bowers, who's an upcoming guitar player. She is a wonderkin. She's like 17 years old and she's absolutely amazing. She's a blues guitar player. And
very cool.
Yeah, and I would jam with Kevin Griffin of Better Than Ezra, and we've become friends. And he, of course, is an amazing songwriter, and he's written songs for Taylor Swift as well, of course, as Better Than Ezra and others. And it's great to jam with all these great musicians and such, because when I'm not making guitars, I'm full-time daddy. So daddy doesn't get to play rock star anymore. I let our kids have rock star stages now at our home. So yeah. Anyway, we have an awesome show, as Kat mentioned. Do you want to start off with the menus, different changes while Kristen's out?
Well, I think we're gonna start with the Tiendita.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, if that's cool.
Disney Resort at Downtown Disney District.
Yes. So, as we've talked about in the past, 3 new dining experiences have opened down at Downtown Disney here in Anaheim. And they have taken the place of the Uva Bar and Catal space there in the center of Downtown Disney. And 3 new restaurants. This is the smallest of the 3. It's more like a quick service situation than a sit down situation. But they do have one of the most extensive breakfast menus. I think that is currently offered in Disneyland, period. So we'll start with that. Tiendita, which means little store. And they are going to be serving breakfast. And their breakfast will consist of a choice of burritos, egg and cheese, carne asada, chorizo, and pork. And those, of course, feature flour tortillas, scrambled eggs, cheese, beans, and some have potato, some have diced carrots. Sounds like it's a really excellent selection for breakfast.
Hmm.
They're going to also offer breakfast quesadillas, which will have egg and cheese and chorizo, egg and cheese and pork, and egg and cheese and steak. So if you're feeling a little meaty, you can get a little meaty.
Yeah.
And if you're feeling like you just want some plain old eggs and cheese, you can get that too.
These are priced pretty nicely.
Yes, and they're like very generally between $8 and $12 so far. I would assume just because of the way that chilaquiles is served, these are a little bit bigger portions than the burrito or the quesadillas.
Yeah.
But they have a wide selection of chilaquiles that you can get, which is a tortilla chips with red sauce, salsa verde sometimes, and egg on top. So you can get a plain regular old chilaquiles. You can get chilaquiles with fried egg. You can get it with egg and carne asada. You can get it with egg and chicken, and you can get it with egg and pork. So lots of things to choose from, and those range between $13 and $15.
It's just all variations on these themes, and that's really
Yes.
cool. It's not necessarily the most extensive, but it is highly customizable.
Definitely. And there's not a lot of places to get just like quick breakfast right now over at Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
If you're there early and you want to grab a burrito, there's a lot of places that don't even open till 10 o'clock, and even in the park. So this is really great. And I think that having some place to get breakfast on the go as you're walking from your hotel or from the car or what have you, they're gonna do a lot of great business. Alton, do you want to talk about the bebidas?
Well, sure. They have an assortment of sodas that include the Mexican Coke and the Mexican Fanta, Diet Coke, Sprite. And the great thing about these is that, if I'm not mistaken, they're going to be served in the bottle, which is, obviously the traditional way. But there is something to be said about how the flavor of the Mexican Coke served in a bottle is different than what you would find normally stateside in a plastic bottle or can. And there is a science behind it in terms of how the sweetener is done and the formula that they use, because they have to make up for the way each individual product line is bottled, and it has carbonation added to it. There's actually a mini documentary, I think maybe Vox or on Netflix or something like that, where they talk about the science of soda, and it's fascinating, absolutely fascinating. It's like, well, how come Mexican Coke tastes different than regular Coke? And then you realize it's so darn awesome. It's the best. It's like having Doritos. It's like the best, kind of soft drink is the Mexican soft drink. It's amazing. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you feel that way because you are a Coke Zero, Diet Coke connoisseur.
Diet Coke, no Coke Zero.
That's
Coke
right.
Zero's gross.
All right.
Diet Coke, but I love a Mexican Coke.
Yeah, Mexican Coke, right?
It's the Mexican Coke and Coke from the fountain at McDonald's.
That's right.
Is like a treat.
It is. And
it's different. It's just different.
I prefer it when I go. Yeah. It's like,
I would need to do a taste test because I don't like Coke. Well, and it's not like the brand Coke. I mean, it's like cola. I don't like cola. So in order to tell you which one I think is better, like I would have to taste them side by side. Otherwise, to me, I would not be able to tell you.
So in that documentary, they do discuss the science of soda at McDonald's and how it's formulated specifically for McDonald's, kept at a certain temperature with all their lines. and how the ice has been calculated with the carbonation and the sweetness factor in order for, and the straw that you drink it out of. So it's all done to be super the same as soon as it goes down. And it is blowing my mind. It blew my mind when I saw this documentary. It'll blow your mind. So anyway, seek it out if you can. But anyway, enough about Bebitas. There's other stuff they have here too. Of course, they have Topo Chico and your other usual suspects. They have a Tepache, if I said that right, which is fermented mango and chili soda. Sounds amazing. Never had it.
I haven't had it either.
And assorted juices. Now, they also have agua frescas, which I am all about. Kristen, you're all about the horchata, which is the rice flavored water, cinnamon, and condensed milk. Yes, who isn't a fan of that? I know I am. They also have the Jamaica, which is hibiscus flower and hibiscus flower water with cardamom, which is.
See, I don't like cardamom.
Yeah, it's a good. You have to be used to it, but once again, I think with the hibiscus, anything with hibiscus, I'm like, please sign me up. They have the tamarindo, which is tamarind flavored water with tropical fruit. They also have assorted seasonal selections, a horchata. They have the different sizes, small and large, I should say. So small and large, horchata, Jamaica, and tamarindo. And also coffees and parfaits. So your breakfast is covered, whether you just need to have a nice pick-me-up or coffee, burrito, they've got you covered.
I'm all about the chilaquiles.
That's right. That's great.
So
I can't wait to try that. At the little store breakfast menu. Tiendita, right? See, I get an A for effort. So you know what, Kristen, I think you can handle this, right?
Yes, I think I can.
Centrico,
Yep, I got it.
Downtown Disney.
Well, do you want to talk about the afternoon menu at Tiendita, or you want
Sorry.
to?
Oh, we have. Oh no, we have it. Sorry. Oh, we call it breakfast, but yes, there's also a
Snack
menu, right?
snack menu.
All right, go for it, Kat.
Well, Kristen, do you want to?
I got it.
Sweet.
Tacos. I can do tacos. Al pastor,
Yeah.
pork. Guajillo pork. Roasted pineapple, cilantro, onion, corn tortillas. 3 per order. It is gluten-free and dairy-free. They also have a chicken, barbacoa chicken, romaine lettuce, sour cream, queso fresco, tomato, guacamole, onion, salsa verde, and corn tortillas. 3 per order. Carne asada, marinated steak, onion, cilantro, salsa verde, flour tortillas. There are 3 per order, and it is dairy-free. In the mushroom tinga, sour cream,
All the stuff you mentioned, but
queso fresco,
right?
black beans, corn tortillas, and 3 per order. It is vegan and gluten-free. Burritos. Can you enlarge the font on this just a little bit for me?
Yep.
Thank you. I didn't mean that much, but that works.
Okay.
Steak burrito. It is steak, caramelized onion, black beans, guacamole, wakana cheese, and flour tortillas. There's chicken barbacoa.
By the way, yeah, all the burritos are the same. You just change the ingredient.
Yeah, except the pork one's not.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's got pork, pibil, black beans, pickled onions, habanero salsa. That I like. They're not quite the same. So very similar.
Okay, similar. They're similar.
Okay. And quesadillas. Got a cheese. What kind of cheese? Avocado salsa. Flour tortillas. It is vegetarian. The chicken has chicken, barbacoa, cheese, avocado salsa, flour tortilla, yada, yada, yada. Or you have the pork or carne asada. And the carne asada one is gluten-free.
It can't be.
It must not be a flour tortilla then, right?
It says flour tortilla.
But it must not be if it's gluten free.
Yeah, I don't know if I would trust that.
Maybe they made a typo.
Yeah, what part of that has to be a typo?
Or the flour tortilla is typo.
Yeah,
There is
one of it's a typo.
It's got to be because once again they did what I did earlier and copied and pasted the text.
Yeah, it's got to be one of those because no.
Okay, verify, please.
Yeah, ask questions. Ask twice.
Yes.
Be sure.
Nachos, cheese with corn chips, cheese sauce. What?
Nacho cheese. Every time I hear that, I just chuckle. I don't know why.
Tomato, green onion, pickled jalapenos, and avocado. It is vegetarian. Chicken has the chicken barbacoa. Everything else is the same, as well as carne asada. Again, it says the carne asada here.
This one, I believe, because it's corn chips.
Yes, but why?
So
I'm very confused.
I believe it.
But shouldn't they be gluten free then?
Well, if they're
other.
Oh, that's true.
The cheese ones probably should be, but the chicken barbacoa in the other dishes is not, so it probably has something in it that has gluten.
In the seasoning, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, who wants to talk about ceviches? Which I love me some ceviches.
Me too.
I want the tuna.
I will.
Yes.
Twice.
Go for it.
So they have an Acapulco ceviche, which is shrimp, tomato, ketchup, orange juice, lime juice, Tabasco, and pico de gallo. That is dairy free. And also the tuna aguachile, which is tuna aguachile sauce, red onion, cucumber, cilantro. And that one is gluten and dairy free.
Ooh, options.
Yes, exactly. And those are pretty reasonably priced too. $14 and $15 respectively.
Not bad for park food, gang.
Yeah.
No, I'll take the tuna. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They also, of course,
I don't like ketchup. So
yeah. They also have a Caesar salad that you can get with chicken or steak. They have tostadas with tuna or crab.
I like the sound of the dressing on the Caesar, a creamy poblano.
Ooh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And then for sides, you can get guac and chips, street corn, which we love, elotes, Mexican rice, which is vegetarian and gluten-free, or black beans, which are gluten-free. I can't have either of these, and I'm very upset because for dessert, they have panuelos, which is one of my favorite things. It's a fried tortilla with cinnamon and sugar on it. And theirs have orange and chocolate sauce.
Ooh.
Yeah, good stuff.
And they also have a Choco Taco, which has salted caramel banana ice cream. Yes, salted caramel and a chocolate covered waffle.
Yes,
yeah,
please.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
For their snack menu, they also have a kids menu, which is great. And every one of these items that I'm about to list is $10, which is like free for a Disneyland entree. They have a cheese quesadilla with your choice of Mexican rice or beans, and carne asada quesadilla with your choice of side, a chicken burrito with your choice of side, a chicken quesadilla with your choice of side, a bean and cheese burrito with your choice of side, or a beef burrito with your choice of side. So lots to choose from for the kiddos at, I would say, a reasonable price.
Yeah.
And if you're like me, even though I can't eat any of these things, but if you're like me, an adult who likes a deal, order off the kids menu. Why not?
Why the heck not? Agreed.
And then at lunch and all other times of the day, their drinks are the same as they are at breakfast. So you can get those agua frescas or those Mexican Cokes from dawn until dusk.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Dawn Until Dusk, a great movie.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
It's when you watch From Dusk Till Dawn backwards. It's great.
Yeah, that's right. Good. That's right. We saw that not too long ago, actually.
Love it.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, anyway, that sounds great for breakfast and lunch and any time. Let's talk about Centrico's new menu for this new restaurant there at downtown Dancing District, downtown Disney District.
Just say downtown Disney.
We used to have a festival here called Dancing in the District, so I just spaced out. Anyway.
Yes, where you opened up for Better Than Ezra back in the day.
That's right. I did open up for Better Than Ezra there. And they did remember. So yes, that was good.
I love it.
So who's up? So they've got I can take it if you like.
Go.
Okay. So antojitos. So appetizers, they've got guacamole, a lot of the same stuff we talked about. Probably change it up slightly, but they have guacamole. Of course, you can always add chicharron for $3 more, or pork belly for $4, and you can do a vegetarian version, which is awesome. They also have avocado flatbread with ricotta cheese, avocado, preserved Meyer lemons, salsa matcha, serrano, and chives. It's vegetarian. That sounds amazeballs.
That sounds really good.
It does. I'm going to enlarge this font myself. They also have the shrimp aguachile.
Right there.
Okay. They also have chips and salsa, coquina rilletes, which Kristen talked about, with the braised pork, cojita pibil, duck fat, mango habanero, glisse, pickled red onions, and masa madre bread. That sounds amazing. And then they also have the tuna Tiendita, which is sashimi grade ahi tuna, chiles dorados, avocado and red onion, and ponzu. And I'm trying to make sure this all fits in my screen.
That's interesting. Instead of saying gluten free, it says made without gluten.
Sure.
What?
I am gonna. Okay, this is a new restaurant. I'm trying to let them be graceful in their newness. If you have an allergy and you're going to this place, please ask questions.
Mm-hmm.
Please. I don't trust any of it. I would need to speak to a chef at a new restaurant like this.
Made without gluten instead of gluten free.
It's like, I don't know.
Because because you are living that gluten free for your allergies, Kat. Is there a difference between made without gluten verbiage and gluten free verbiage?
I
understand?
I don't know.
Okay.
If I was in an establishment, one establishment and then a second establishment, both owned by the same company, and the verbiage did not transfer over, that would red flag me in my I don't want to die part of my brain.
Mm-hmm.
And I would immediately start asking questions. But that's only because my allergy is so severe.
Oh yeah, yours is deadly.
Well,
right. So
yeah.
if you're like just making the choice to not eat gluten, or you aren't having as severe of a reaction, it might not be as big of a deal. But yeah, if it's not like consistent, that makes me very nervous.
Yeah.
I'm interested. We're going to talk about Paseo after the break, and I'm interested to see what the Paseo has to say on it too. So
yeah, you don't want any cross contamination, and I say that saying, you don't want something to just wind up in your food, like a flour tortilla or something, or segment of a flour tortilla. Okay, so they have tacos, variation on what we had earlier. They had the conchita, people tacos, fish tacos, carne asada tacos, and chicken tacos. Good stuff, gang. And slightly more expensive at $22 a platter. And they also have quesadillas, similar to what we had before, with the addition of, they've got this queso chicken, which is on a fresh corn tortilla, chicken barbacoa, pinto beans, coleslaw, Oaxacan cheese, avocado mousse, radishes, and it's, quote, made without gluten. They also have the queso pastor, which is fresh corn tortilla, pork al pastor, Oaxacan cheese, onion, cilantro, avocado mousse, salsa roja, the gobernador quesadilla, which has got the fresh corn tortillas, shrimp, pico de gallo, spicy guajillo sauce, Oaxacan cheese, and this Mexican truffle quesadilla. Now they also have queso burritos and Oaxacan quesadillas, but the Mexican truffle
Ooh,
quesadilla
lamb.
has got the fresh corn tortilla, hoja santa, huitlacoche, Oaxacan cheese. I'm not really familiar with a huitlacoche, so Kat may be looking that up on the Google machine. Also, avocado mousse, salsa roja, and it's vegetarian, so there's a nice vegetarian option. They have a few there for you.
So
Yep.
huitlacoche is corn mold.
Oh,
It's
okay.
what?
Corn mold.
It's corn mold. So it's a delicacy in many Mexican restaurants, and like a lot of Michelin starred restaurants serve it. I didn't realize that's how that was spelled.
Okay.
But it's basically when you let corn sit and then mushrooms grow on it.
Just a mushroom thing. Yep.
Yeah.
You
Right.
probably need to be careful if you have a mold allergy then.
I would say if you, I would ask questions. This is not an ingredient that's found a lot in American dishes. I've never eaten it, but I would be willing to try it. It's interesting looking.
Okay.
Are they this interesting?
It is. It is.
So they're using that because it's a mushroom, and it's called a Mexican truffle quesadilla, right?
That's why.
Oh,
That's
got
why.
it, got it, got it, got it.
So I was like, "There's no truffle in here," but no, it's because of the corn mushroom.
Yo,
Got it.
bingo. The more you know.
And hola santa is like a pepper leaf.
Oh, okay, great.
So I would think that this might be a little spicy.
Well,
I like me some
I'll quote
spicy.
LeVar Burton by saying, "Don't take our word for it." So here's your accompaniments, of course: French fries, black beans, tortillas, Mexican street corn, Mexican rice, same as the other restaurant. And Kristen, you want to talk about the main dishes here?
Sure.
Your
Platos
principales.
principales.
I know what that means.
Caesar salad.
Okay.
It is baby romaine, roasted poblano Caesar dressing, queso fresco, oven roasted tomatoes, sunflower seeds, avocado. It is made without gluten, vegetarian. However, you can add chicken or shrimp at an additional cost if you'd like. Pan-seared salmon, sweet corn, esquitas, fennel and cherry tomato salad, Meyer lemon vinaigrette. There is a burrito nortillos, braised short rib, crispy Oaxacan cheese, pinto beans, tomatillo, and chile de arbol salsa, sour cream, queso fresco, avocado.
Orache de hongos.
Flat corn tortilla, mushroom tinga, black beans, sour cream, queso fresco, Céntrico hamburger. It is Wagyu beef burger, brioche bun.
Are you having
Gruyere,
a hard time reading?
yeah.
Are you having a hard time reading the menu?
I am. Gruyere cheese, especially because my eyes get dry at night, so it makes it very difficult for me to read in the evening. Pickled onion,
Sorry,
I think.
I can't. See, here's the thing. So I have a split screen here, and as I increase the font, I have to scroll over. I don't have a scroll bar because of the way my setup is. There you
Stop.
go.
There we go.
Oh. Oopsies. And we got to start again. We got to start again. Sorry. I can't get this to center. Okay, well, let's leave that alone.
There we go. Scroll down.
Problem. Okay, go ahead. Where are we?
Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going. There we go.
Sorry.
Yes, pickled yellow beets. Sorry, I was guessing pickled onion, but it's pickled yellow beets, oven roasted tomato, truffle aioli, black truffle sauce, garlic butter, French fries. There's also the
Sorry.
Tiendita crispy corn tortilla, black beans, queso, cecina, chorizo, avocado, radishes, pico de gallo, salsa matcha, delicata squash. It is roasted delicata squash, mint, Okay. It's plain Greek yogurt with mint, avocado, salsa matcha, dill, mint, roasted pumpkin seeds. You can add chicken or shrimp. Otherwise, it is vegetarian and made without gluten. Chef Carlos's barbecue ribs. Full rack pork ribs.
Sorry, I'm having to move this. Go ahead.
Chipotle tamarind glaze. Creamy coleslaw, sweet pickled cucumber, sesame seed, dill, and mint. It is made without gluten. And Hurache de asada. I don't have problems talking. Flat corn tortilla, carne asada, black beans, spinach, caramelized onion, goat cheese fondue made without gluten.
It's a good thing you love Mexican food so much.
It's, and the worst thing is like I'm really, even at this font, my eyes are fuzzy. They're so dry.
Oh, let's not worry about it. We can knock this out. It's cool. It's cool. Anyway. All right, Kat. It's up to you. Kristen's having a heat flash or a hot flash here.
Ninos.
Good to go. So, like the snack menu at the Tiendita, these are pretty reasonably priced for the kids, $11 across the board. The kids can get chicken tacos with beans or French fries. All of these are offered with beans or French fries. Chicken tacos, chicken tenders, tres quesos mac and cheese, a quesadilla with chicken or carne asada, or a burrito with chicken or carne asada. All $11. It's a great price.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
A little bit of different drinks offered here. They are not serving Mexican Coke or Mexican Fanta, but you can get all those Coke products that I personally love, along with the tepache, coffee, iced tea, San Pellegrino sparkling, agua panna still, or the drink of the gods, Topo Chico.
That makes me think that the sodas here are from a fountain.
Yes, definitely. For sure.
For sure. Yeah.
And then this menu is all day. So from lunch until end of service at the end of the evening, you can order any of these menu items. The menu stays the same all day.
Love it.
Céntrico.
Awesome. Well, before we knock out the last bit of this trifecta there at Downtown Disney, let's talk about the cool stuff here, which is a Disney travel deal. Kristen is your hookup. Every week we talk about these great deals and how you can save money. And the fact of the matter is, as you're planning and maybe you've decided to go ahead and book your trip, look, if rates change and there's deals to be had for you to save money, all you have to do is transfer to Kristen. to take advantage of those deals and not worry about, having to redo everything. Just transfer to her, and that happens if you're able to, or if you haven't made your last payment on your trip.
There is a time frame in which I have to do that, though.
Yeah. Well, yes. Yeah.
So contact me and I'll let you know.
Absolutely. Get your free quote today. Kristen, tell us about this Disney Visa deal.
Well, if you have a Disney Visa, you can enjoy the Disney dining plan for free.
Hey.
Yes, using your Disney Visa card to make the purchase. It has to be a non-discounted 4-night, 4-day package that includes your Disney Resort hotel as well as the theme park ticket with the park hopper option. Okay. That is going to be for arriving most nights from July 1st through the 31st, September 1st through the 7th, and December 9th through the 21st. Of course, you can stay longer and enjoy that dining plan even longer, which I highly suggest you do. And if you are doing a deluxe, you get the basic plan for free, which includes the table service. If you're staying at a value or a moderate, it includes the quick service plan for free. But you can, of course, pay the difference and upgrade that.
And get another perk with Disney Visa. Be a card member and contact Kristen to help book your next awesome Disney vacation, or if you happen to travel to Universal or take any cruise line, whether it's Royal Caribbean, Disney, Carnival, Virgin, what have you. Kristen is your hookup. What's your email so people can get started today?
themeparksandcruises@gmail.com.
All right. Last in our trinity of restaurants there, the downtown Disney district, Paseo. And why not? Sounds like an awesome restaurant. Kind of
right there.
Make this larger here.
There we go.
So, do you want me to talk about cocktails?
Yes, because this is what I've been waiting for.
I love it. So, they have the Aleo Veli, which is Helix vodka or Hendrix gin, aloe vera juice. I've never heard of that. That sounds interesting to me.
I've heard of it.
Lemon juice, simple syrup, the Bitter Truth cucumber bitters, and Prosecco float. Yeah, that sounds great. They've got the Dove Dope, which is Espolon Tequila Blanco, Crema del Pamplemousse, Rose, I should say, I can't read, liqueur, lime juice, and Beaver Tree Sparkling Pink Grapefruit. They have the Negroni Mexa, which is Mezcal, Ojo de Tigre, Campari, Sweet Vermouth, and Hibiscus Syrup. That sounds interesting.
I'm just not into Mezcal, but I'll try it. Because I do like me a Negroni. But I'm all about me some Campari.
Well, I think the sweetness and the smokiness make for a cool.
Like I said, I'd try it.
They have a Mai Tai. That's an interesting twist on the Mai Tai, of course. Dos Hombres Mezcal, Mandarin Syrup, Avocado Pit Orgat, Lime Juice, Angostura Orange Bitters, Salted Guava Foam. That's interesting. They also have the Carajillo Espresso Martini with Alblasso Whiskey, Nexa Liqueur de Elote, Liqueur 43, and La Colombe Cold Brew Rocas. So just a bunch of really cool liquors, it seems like. I mean, if you like martinis, whiskey martinis, this one's for you, huh? And they also have a pitcher sangria just for you. It's a Spanish Cabernet with a secret recipe made with love. Calling Dr. Love. They also have the Ritual Margarita that has got Tequila Blanco, Dominique de Canton ginger, liqueur, guava syrup, and lime juice. The Zaman, did I say that right? With an X, it's Z, right? They have an old fashioned, which has got this Noche Luna Sotol, Nixa Liqueur de Elote, Piloncio syrup, Bitterman's Solati Moli bitters, and Smoked Top. So that's a really cool old fashioned. I love how they're getting this Mayan culture and the Latino culture mix here, which is super neat to me. And then they have the DTS, which is Onda Tequila. I keep on saying that. Tequila Blanco.
We're all
having a
talking
hard time
tonight because I
today.
forget.
I know people are like yelling at their player right now, going, "This is the most excruciating podcast ever." Um, yeah, you see,
Nah.
cat's cool with it. They've got desert pear syrup, lime juice, and prosecco, and the Mangiri, which is Bacardi, Superior rum, mango syrup, peach syrup, lime juice, and Fee Brothers foam. Try to say that 10 times fast. And they also have a sangria based on a Spanish Cabernet, also made with love.
That's by the glass.
By
so
the
it's
glass.
$16 a glass, or you can get a pitcher for 48.
What a bargain. All right, Kat, is it small plates for you?
Yeah.
Great.
So small plates.
Man,
you could
that's the
get-
menu.
I know it's big. It's a big, lots of offerings at Paseo. You could get queso fundito, which is chorizo and Gruyere cheese fondue with mushroom, shallots, garlic, rosemary, and serve with toasted bread. Made without gluten. I have a lot of questions. Anyway, you could also get heirloom tomatoes, which is local heirloom tomatoes, huitlacoche, which is, of course, again, those corn mushrooms, and brie queso fundito, queso cincho, cilantro creole, and it is vegetarian. It also looks like it could be made in a vegan moment. So ask if you're vegan. They also have a Caesar salad with that rosa poblano dressing. You can add chicken and shrimp to it, or, of course, again, ask about making it vegan. I believe every restaurant, no matter what kind of cuisine that they serve, should offer tableside guacamole.
Yes.
And they do here, which has creamy Hass avocados, tomatoes, cilantro, onion, lime, serrano, chips. You can also add queso cincho, queso panella, crispy pork belly, chicharron. And this one also can be made vegan. I would assume if you're not putting those chicharrones in there. Chicken tortilla, which is corn masa tortilla, chicken barbacoa, creamy coleslaw, avocado mousse, queso cincho, and radishes. Tayuda, casina, chorizo, black beans, avocado, pork belly, salsa macho, queso Oaxaca. I am like, my mouth is watering right now in a way that it has not in a long time. I want to go to this restaurant.
That's a pretty awesome menu.
I know. They also have telcoyo, which is blue corn masa telcoyo, black beans, salsa matcha, green beans, sour cream, and queso fresco. You could get fish empanadas, which has a squid ink tortilla,
Oh boy.
fish fillet, pico de gallo, avocado mousse, and cabbage slaw. Wow. They have pulpo enamorado, which is roasted octopus, tuna aioli, salsa matcha, and pickled vegetables.
Ooh.
Mayonnaise, which are PEI mussels, saffron beurre blanc, dried chorizo, pickled jalapeno, and sourdough bread.
I love how instead of the E and the I being capitalized, which it should be,
Yeah.
it's like a lowercase.
So this is what I'm
Like I said, I'm trying to give
Pie
them a little
mussels.
like grace.
well, I'm thinking a lot of this has probably been translated or something, because there's a few different typos and things that are in here, just grammatical
Yeah.
things that I'm thinking, yeah, they probably just had this translated, maybe.
It's okay. It's all right. We're getting through it.
Yes.
We're getting through it. They also have a steak tartare with chipotle aioli, pickled jalapeno, cilantro, guacamole, a poached egg, and masa madre bread.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yes. Chocolate clams,
What?
with chili toreados, yuzu, coffee oil, and avocado. Chocolate clams are so sweet. They're delicious. Highly
I had
recommend.
'em.
I've never even heard of them.
The clam shells are actually this like really deep brown, so they call them chocolate clams because the
Yeah.
shells like are so like
Yeah, I've never seen those.
delicious.
Really?
Yes. They also have fresh oysters in a half dozen or dozen with rosemary and tangerine aguachile and pickled shallots. I'm gonna be very broke on Memorial Day. They also have a bunch of different kinds of ceviche here as well. You can get shrimp ceviche with yuzu lime aguachile. You could get tuna ceviche with charred tomatillo aguachile. Or Yucatan ceviche, which is hamachi with fried plantains, anchote aguachile, and mango habanero gelée.
Whoa.
Wow.
Like my stomach hurts. I'm so hungry from reading this right now.
I'll take
Wow.
all the ceviches.
Yeah, one of everything, please.
Oh my
Say,
Who
don't
wants
listen
to
to the
do the
challenge.
large plates?
I love like seafood. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, some mussels, some clams, some
Whole fried fish
Whole fried fish.
ceviches.
coming.
Well,
Okay, so
yeah.
I'm doing
You gonna knock this out?
large plates.
Yes.
Wish me luck.
I believe in you.
Here we go.
So they have a corn husk
Next.
wrap. Trout.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Next la piqué, trout, corn husk wrap, roasted red peppers and almond pesto, baby zucchini, cherry tomatoes, baby corn in mole verde. There's a Yucatan fish. It's the catch of the day with it and why am I having a problem?
I don't know. It's
I'm at the-
wine and dry eyes do not make for this.
Achiote and orange marmalade, banana leaf wrap, sweet potato puree, creamy habanero, tomato and avocado salad, camarones con pipián.
Pipián. It's hard to see.
Is that a U10 grilled shrimp?
This is so weird. This
I don't know what that means.
Spaghetti
don't know what that
squash, tamal, nejo, pipián verde, sesame seeds, pickled red onion, chicharrone de pescado. It is a fried whole red snapper, cabbage slaw, guaca salsa, peanut aioli, and tortillas.
They're just making up words now.
Chile relleno, my favorite. It is a stuffed poblano pepper, wild mushrooms, tomato sauce, Mexican rice, paella cheese. There is a chicken enchilada, shredded chicken, salsa verde, pico de gallo, avocado, sour cream, queso fresco, short rib wrap. It is a braised short rib, black bean puree, bacon, green beans, tomatillo salsa, avocado, radish, flour tortilla, mama's cochinita pible,
People, right? Guerrero style pork shank.
black bean puree, pickled red onion, habanero salsa, and tortillas. There is a lamb
Is your contact
barbacoa.
lens? Did your
Yeah,
contact
my
lens fall?
contact lens.
Okay, I
is
got you. I
bothering me.
got you.
I'm sorry.
Lamb barbacoa. She's doing the one eye jack, y'all. Lamb barbacoa with guajillo, avocado leaf marinade, magui leaves, pinto bean puree, mint, Joku, guaca salsa. I've never heard of that term before, but I'm down with it. And I'm sure I've had it before. Just guac and salsa mixed together, I guess. And then tortillas. And they also have the carne asada as well, with Cab New York steak, Santa and quesadillo doblada, goat cheese fondue, oven roasted tomatoes, fingerling potatoes.
Okay, so I do want to explain one thing about the covering my eye.
Yeah, this is a video podcast on Spotify, by the way.
So my contacts, one is for seeing close up and one is for seeing far away. So also as it goes on and I've been looking at a computer screen longer, I start having problems with focusing. And so that also
I didn't know that about your contacts.
Yeah, so when we're doing a second show and you notice that I'm having a lot of problems when it comes to anything that's not English, it's because I can't kind of guess what the word is by filling in the letters.
Now it makes sense. You've never told me this before.
Oh, yeah. So this eye is for seeing close up. My left eye sees close up. My right eye sees far away.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so staring at a computer screen too long makes it difficult.
Am I going to have to bring the tablet? Am I going to have to bring the tablet so you can read it in front of you like that? Or
no,
just
we're just going to...
Because I can hook up another monitor and you can have it.
We're just going to need to do our shows that are contain other languages.
Oh, is it just the other languages? Okay.
Yeah, because I can't fill in what the letters are.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
You know, when it's another language, it's got other letters. I don't necessarily know, can't make a guess of, oh, that's going to be hibiscus.
Yeah, well.
Even though I can't tell that's all the letters that are there.
Well, it's a good thing we have a couple things left. So let's just wrap this up and put it to bed.
Well, before we do that, I wanted to address this U10 thing on the Camarones con pipián.
Okay.
Yes, please.
So apparently that's a packaging term. That just means these shrimp are going to be freaking huge.
Oh, geez.
Because it means that there's under 10 shrimp in 1 pound of shrimp.
Yes.
So these shrimp technically would be classified as colossal shrimp.
Yes.
Oh, my. Well.
So I think the U10, again, is another missed clinical term that probably shouldn't have been put on this menu, but
it should have said
colossal.
Yeah.
It should have said colossal or jumbo, but that is what U10 means.
Once you said the packaging term, then I knew what that was supposed to be.
Like what the what?
Again, trying to give them a little bit of grace on this, but
like
someone needs to proofread a little bit closer.
We didn't have their marketing manager look over the copy before we launched this menu. That's
seriously.
Anyway. Yeah, hello, brand manager. Brand manager? Can I get a brand manager here, please? Thank you.
Never even heard of it.
Let's straighten up this copy, please. Hey, again, This has been a great restaurant. I can tell you that for the kids, they have an awesome kids menu, and they have awesome drinks as well. And guess what?
But we haven't even. We're still missing some things. We haven't gotten to some things on here.
Oh, we don't need to. They have some accompaniments like Brussels
sprouts. What about the lamb barbacoa?
Okay, lamb barbacoa. Okay, sorry. Those are the only two things.
We did them. Those came through.
Yeah, they came through. They came through. Okay. You must have been playing pirate during that time period. Oh, this is going to be an awesome night, y'all. Hey.
But yes, lots of options for the kiddos. Lots of options. I'm surprised that the Céntrico menu did not feature their cocktails.
I guess they're gonna maybe launch another PDF file that'll have their seasonal cocktails.
Maybe. I was just very surprised by it. Not even on their dinner menu, they don't have any cocktails.
Yeah, it's
you know what you need to do, Kat, when you were there?
I'm going.
Pictures of all the menus so we can.
It's happening.
Oh.
It's happening. And I'm going to ask, even if I don't eat there, I'm going to ask about what does made without gluten mean? Because I have a feeling it means this might not have gluten on it, but everything gets cooked in the same stove or everything gets cooked on the same whatever. So if there's cross-contamination,
you're in trouble.
We're clear because we told you it was made without gluten, but it's on you to make the decision of whether or not you can consume it.
Yeah, that sounds like a possibility.
Maybe.
Yes. So I will get some clarity.
All right. Our reporter on the street, Kat, she's going to get the lowdown for us. It's going to be awesome. Anyway.
Thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed today's show and have been quite entertained by, the whole thing. If you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. You guys are the reason we do this show, so please continue to support us by sharing and giving us those 5-star reviews. You can also become a supporter on your favorite podcasting platform, or you can go over to diningatdisney.com or check in the show notes below to shop our links, because we've got Amazon and Disney Store, because we know you shop both those, as well as if you're headed over to Disney World, Kingdom Strollers, and Garden Grocer. Aljon, tell us where they can tell them where they can find us.
You can find us on all the social media platforms you hold dear to your life with, or decide to jettison because of lack of customer service. You can also find all of our podcast vault episodes there at diningatdisney.com. You'd also follow me, Aljon, go on Instagram, where I can at least like your posts and not comment on them. You can also check out our Disney podcast with my buddy Dave Bossert and friend of the show. He's a former Disney creative and, of course, world-renowned author and artiste. The podcast is called Skull Rock Podcast, where it's a show about Disney and pop culture, and we talk to filmmakers and from the Disney Renaissance as well as Imagineers. They're going to blow your mind.
Do you know what?
Yes.
My shirt very much says how I feel about Facebook right now.
Okay.
Off with their heads. Yes.
Awesome.
I'm
All right.
feeling very much like Queen of Hearts at the moment.
I'm
when
throwing it
comes
to
to
Kat before we get kicked off this show. I'm like looking at the clock and like, I'm going to have to compress all of this audio. I can't wait.
Sorry.
It's all right. We're going long for the video podcast, gang.
Love it. Yeah. You can find me on Instagram at Catastrophe, at CAT_ASTROPHE. And you can hear my podcast, Eat the Pictures, everywhere podcasts are found. If you haven't already, join our Facebook group, Dining at Disney, and check out our friends, the Disney Dorks and the Sorcerer Radio Fun Zone. Sorcerer Radio can be found at srsounds.com and, of course, on their beautiful app. Until next time, I've been Kat. That's been Kristen and Aljon. Bon appetit.
The information and opinions expressed in this podcast are for entertainment and informational purposes. All other trademarks mentioned are the property of their respective owners.